Hey kids, Cousin Rich here from Castles, Capes, and Clones, and as you can see, I'm driving because I am heading to San Diego to attend the San Diego ComicCon Special Edition 2021. So join me on today's episode of Hyperspace Hijinks. So normally, Comic-Con San Diego is held in July most of the time, so right in the middle of summer. But obviously because of the pandemic, there hasn't been one since 2019. So that's the last one they had. So I think they decided to try out what it'd be like to have a smaller con, or, test out their ability to have a con with everything going on. So they decided to have one the weekend after Thanksgiving. Yesterday was Thanksgiving, today's Friday, Black Friday, and that's where I am heading. Some things to note. One, I am fully vaccinated, so I'm boosted. Also, they are requiring face masks indoors and also proof of vaccination or a negative test result within like 24 hours or something. I don't know, 72 hours, something like that. So I feel pretty confident that it'll be safe. So I checked out the show floor online to see what was there, and there's really nothing going on in terms of major companies that are usually there, like DC, Marvel, stuff like that. So it looks like it's mostly comic resellers, merchandise, artist alley. I didn't really see any big panels that I wanted to go to. So, if you've never been to Comic-Con, this is kind of a preview of what it could be like. Probably a little bit more like LA Comic-Con or even WonderCon, which is the smaller version of San Diego Comic-Con. Because usually those don't have really big panels and stuff. So it should be a little bit less crazy. As of today, November 26th, whatever, the day after Thanksgiving, tickets are still available for this. The problem is I think a lot of people are turned off by the fact that they're selling only 3-day tickets. So you can't buy individual days. Like, I bought all 3 days, even though I know I'm not going there on Saturday, which is fine. I think my curiosity got the best of me for this one, because I want to see what it's like. Day after Thanksgiving, no short amount of crazy drivers on the road, so awesome. So normally what you find at Comic-Con are comic resellers. There's a lot of different companies and little merchants that sell comic books, hence Comic-Con. Then you have kind of like traders and merchandise sellers, like third-party sellers, where you can find a lot of stuff, old toys, bootlegs, stuff like that. And then you have Artist Alley, which has a lot of the comic artists and writers, and general kind of genre-y artists who, have little tables where they can sell some of their prints and stuff like that. Sometimes you get comics signed by some of the writers and whatnot. I've done that in the past when I collected physical comics, and I still have them somewhere, I think. So that's always a fun thing to do. And then also what's there are a lot of panels where you go to these rooms everywhere and you can watch a panel, participate. Everything nerd related. Everything from like carving vegetable Star Wars stuff to movie panels. For those of you old enough to remember the show Heroes, when that premiered, Loren and I actually were there at Comic-Con the year they premiered it, and we got to see the first episode at Comic-Con. And I think that's when Comic-Con kind of became bigger than it used to be. We used to be able to go to Comic-Con day of and buy a ticket and get in. Those days are long gone. Now it's a whole big ordeal. Except for this year, because I think it's a low-key event. Like, I think a lot of people are still weary about going to a big convention. They've had a bunch, not San Diego Comic-Con, but I know they've had a bunch throughout the country, and everything seemed fine, so we'll see. But anywho, there's no big panels this year, like movie premieres, stars, celebrities. So it's going to be a lot more basic, so let's go. All right, after a harrowing ordeal of waiting in 7 million lines, I now have my badge, and I am proven vaxxed, so I'm in Comic-Con. It's kind of weird because it's not as busy as it's been in the past. But time to go to the floor. Here we are in the main hall. Even just looking at this, it looks way smaller than it used to be. So here you have Artist Alley. This is where you find all the artists, obviously. So we're gonna walk down to the other end and see what we got. You see everyone has to have their masks on the whole time. Everyone here had to prove either they're fully vaxxed or they had a negative test within the last 72 hours. Now starting getting into kind of the main section with all the vendors and stuff like that. Yeah, compared to other years, everything's more spaced out, looks like. And definitely less vendors here. Here's a Bob's Burgers thingy. So, this is Ray and Deadpool. Together at last. Oh, I see. It's a Pac-Man museum. Oh, it's a Pac-Man museum. We'll check that out later. Flame Toys. Oh, this is Bluefin Bandai. Okay, that makes sense. We'll come back here later. Gundam. Mandalorians. What I don't see is, like I kind of said earlier, there's no DC or Marvel, so the big ones aren't here. Like, I don't even think like Image is here, which is kind of sad. NFTs. Toy Geek. That's dangerous for me. Looks like they sell vintage toys or... Upper Deck is here. We have a lot of these things everywhere. Called it. Disney pins. I think now we start getting into the third market vendors. Styling shirts, main staple here at Comic-Con.
Did you keep one first?
This looks like it's the Hasbro Pulsetto, I think. Now we get, looks like there's more comic stuff here, which makes sense since we're at Comic-Con. Back in my youth, when I used to go to smaller cons, I used to dive through comic book bins looking for back issues that I wanted. I have no agenda today. places to spend money on stuff that I probably shouldn't spend money on, like this section right here. Oh yeah. In days past, this whole section would be filled with comic vendors and third market vendors. Now it looks like seating area. You get something to eat over there. There's like Funkos over there. Let's swing by, see what this is about. Here's the Funko booth. I don't collect Funkos, so I don't really have a skin in the game. But there's the toucan, the ComicCon mascot. So here you can take photos with the ComicCon thing in the background. It looks like over yonder is where you can get the ComicCon specific merch. Yeah, I'm not waiting in that line. So alright, I'm gonna now start perusing and show you some highlights of what I find interesting. Let's see, anything here I need or really want? Ooh. I feel like I need that. I think it's 25 bucks. This also has the Asajj Ventress saber, which is discontinued at Galaxy's Edge. But I really don't like it. So sometimes they have celebrities over here in booths, or like societies or clubs. Like the brown coats, there's usually like a Star Wars something that you can see there. Check out these guys. These lunch boxes. 100 bucks. Holy, that's crazy. So this place pretty much has my childhood. Cool. Oh my god, Mask and Bionic 6. That's awesome. That's a fitting sign. Ooh, we got Stan Lee.
How much? 35.
So I've already found like 8 things I want. Check it out, comic books. Plushies of all kinds. There's some Disney stuff there. I'm so glad I don't collect Funkos. I'm pretty sure my shoelace is untied. So now I need to find a place where I can actually have room. Still crazy. Lots and lots of shirts. Some shirts. Same little dude, same small press, so like independent comic creators and stuff. Having never saw Squid Games, those look like PlayStation masks. It's a cool shirt. Oh, here's the Disney pin section. I want some swords. Ultimate cosmic power and little bit of 80s space. Ooh. Dare one. Toy geek. Check that out. Oh my god, that looks awesome. Grogu's little man bun. So apparently you can buy a mug and get free refills. That's cool. Seriously, a lot of shirts. Alright, so I've gone through half the floor already. Had to step out just to take off the mask and breathe a little bit. So, I might get a couple things. We'll see. Just let me show you just how big this place is. Yeah, so was this thing worth it? Probably not. But I'm kind of okay with the experience of doing it. So now I know what this looks like for ComicCon Light. All right, I'm gonna go back in, finish up the floor, and then leave. So these stairs here in the middle are actually very iconic for San Diego Comic-Con because a lot of like costume meetups go here. Like I'm sure Ghostbusters will be here, Mandalorians. So it's just weird that it's closed off and empty. Yeah, during normal Comic-Con, this crossing into the gas lamp area would be super congested. Like, here's the outside hall. You can see a Starbucks down there. Yeah, even here, this is crazy, empty compared to what I'm used to at Comic-Con. Check that out. Awesome. So I just got scanned 3D from this place behind me. And then I get it for free in an email, just a digital copy, but if I want to print myself out, I can pay like $100 and something for it. We'll see how it looks later, though. Check out that gaming table. Check out these things. This is cool. Oh, they got cowl. That is awesome. Oh, they even got more. Board game.
Hey, Thom. How much for the body?
Look at these ships. Oh, Battlestar Galactica 1. That's kind of cool, though. You made me stop watching. Check out this thing. Mother of Dragons. Or that's Mother of Dragons. That's right. Pretty cool. King of the North. Studio Ghibli. You can take a picture of Totoro. But there's a line. It's cool though. There's a Pac-Man museum. Guess you can play some games. But there's a line. And I am not going to wait in it. But still, see what else they got here. Look at this thing.
Not yet. I gotta buy.
I used to love Pac-Man.
Oh yeah. That's also where I'm like. They set their tone. I know what level they want to go a little silly.
Back here, Bluefin, Bandai. Take a look at some of these armor things. Those iconic poses. Like that one.
Huh?
God, what? I need this. I'm also a big Transformers guy. Alright, so my time is up. Well, not really, but I'm done with the floor, and I bought a bunch of stuff, which I'll show you in a second. And that concludes my day at ComicCon Special Edition 2021. Yay. Alright kids, so hope you liked your little voyage with me to the Comic-Con here in San Diego Special Edition. Now, having been through it, this is pretty much like not even half of what normal Comic-Con is. There's way more involved with regular Comic-Con than this. This feels more like a smaller con, basically, but even without any of the major players involved. So it's a 3-day event. I'm not gonna go all 3 days. In fact, I think originally the plan was I was gonna go today, Friday, and then Sunday, but I don't think I'm gonna come here on Sunday. I pretty much did everything I wanted to do. Spend probably more than I wanted to, which is typical for Comic-Con. And I'll show you the loot after this when I get home. So here's where I do my closing, but I'm gonna do my closing later when I show you the loot I got. So I'm gonna throw it to me in the future, showing you the swag that I got. I paid for. All right, peace. Thanks, past Rich. Something like that. All right, so I'm home, and I'm going to show you everything I got today, starting with what you get as a registered Comic-Con attendee. So you get this bag. Well, what's in the bag? Let's see. Typical Comic-Con Special Edition program guide with a whole bunch of advertisements, but also all the panels and stuff that I did not attend because wasn't really feeling it this year. I just kind of wanted to get in and out. Plus, yesterday was Thanksgiving. I was tired because of that and all that kind of stuff. So that's what you get. You also get, let's see, a pin. Let's take it out. Says, what's it say? Comic-Con, San Diego Comic-Con International, established 1970. There you go. There's the pin. Surprised it doesn't say special edition, but And then also, what else do you get? You also get hand sanitizer, but not just any hand sanitizer. Poopery hand sanitizer. That's weird. Let's see, antibacterial hand sanitizer, coconut plus lavender. I wonder, I'm allergic to coconut. Still, it makes sense for a pandemic. It's actually quite big, so. I know what you're thinking. If you're allergic, why are you smelling it? Yep, hand sanitizer. So that's what you get. I did spend some money on some stuff. The only Comic-Con exclusive that I got was from the Pac-Man Museum. And it's this Pac-Man translucent nano block set. They're kind of like little mini Legos. See out there. You put together Pac-Man, a couple ghosts, Cherry, and a little arcade. You'll see them in the video, but they're like this big. So, kind of cool. Because I did want to get something at least that was exclusive. And plus, I like Pac-Man. And then I bought, well, let's go through some things that are not Disney related. Well, actually, let me show you the badge. So this is the badge for Comic-Con. Normally, you get a badge per day, and it says your name printed, but everyone got this badge, and you had to stand in line for a Sharpie to write your name in it. That's my handwriting. It's terrible. All right, so non-Comic-Con stuff I got. All right, so I am a tabletop RPG player, so Dungeons and Dragons, but other stuff too. So I bought some dice because there's dice companies at these conventions all the time, and they had a special that was buy two get one free. So I bought 3 sets of 14 dice each. I'm not going to show you them all, but this is the color schemes I got. First one is kind of like a translucent, smoky orange-ish color. And this is a 20-sided die, oversized. Normal sizes like this, so they can compare. Each one comes with a bigger D20, and then the rest small. Normal size, actually. And then I got this purple and turquoise-y one. You see the purple is kind of translucent, and this turquoise is kind of like cream colored. I don't know what you call that. And then I got what they call the Tide Pod one. If you can see inside, it looks very Tide Poddy. And they told me not to eat it. Each 14 dice set comes with the 2 different, actually, 3 D20s, 4 D6s, and this is a D6, normal dice, a 12, a 10, or a 12-sided dice, 2 10s, an 8, a 4, and then this funky thing is basically it's heads or tails. So, cool. And then they also gave me a free, looks like 7. A normal 7 dice set. Because I'm a nerd. Cool. And then I also got a couple of old toys for Star Wars and Marvel. Let's start with Star Wars. I got these really old Episode 1 figures. This is Mandrel, whatever. It's one of the pod racers with his little pit droid. This is back from 1999. See there? It's kind of cool. And then I got a Mon Mothma Power of the Force. Comes with a little, I don't know if you can see that, like a film strip thingy. That's cool. And then I got, I don't know how to pronounce this, but it's Oromarco, also known as Prune Face, because prune face. And it also comes with a little film strippy thing. These were like $10 each. Or actually, it was 3 for $20, so worth it. So besides those, I got a Marvel figure. I don't know when this came out, but I saw it and I thought I need to get it. So this is Nico from the Runaways. And I guess it's weird because it says Mystic Rivals on here. So I think it was supposed to be a set with the Enchantress. You can see back here. Now the box is beat up, but whatever. I'm gonna open it anyway. When did this come out? Let's see. So this came out in 2016, which doesn't sound like a long time ago, but it's 5, almost 6 years. But yeah, there you go. And I will open this later and display her, because she's awesome. Whee! And that's all I got. So that was my Comic-Con haul for 2021. I hope you liked the video and a little journey with me to Comic-Con this year. Please like the video if you did. One of these days I'll get that so it doesn't sound awkward. Subscribe to the channel and we'll catch you on the flip side.